Good evening, everyone. It is December 30th. This video is going to be primarily about GRT. Probably going to upload an ETH versus Bitcoin video here after bit 2. Decided to kind of dive into GRT a little bit. I don't usually go bananas on GRT with trying to figure out a count because, frankly, as my running joke with GRT is, it doesn't like to follow the rules, or at least it doesn't seem like it does. It certainly likes to make things very tricky. So if you're not familiar with the graph, I'd suggest you go check it out. I think it's going to be a pretty important protocol in the future. So anyway, let's dive in. I think in the large picture, we are having a sharp double zigzag that ultimately is going to put us at probably around 3 cents, 3.5 cents, somewhere around there. Right off the bat here, I've got an A, B, and a C. And yes, this is a triangle right here. For anybody who's freaking out about this, it is A, B, C, D, E. And then we get our final leg down. So keep in mind, I'm showing you right now the daily. And a lot of these moves, I've gone down to lower time frames and kind of verified. But anyway, I think then we come up in a double zigzag fashion. You know, A, B, C, some sort of three-wave move. A, B, C once again. Doesn't really matter how you count it. It's a three-wave move. Don't care. You'll find that with me that on some of the things that I'm looking at, some of the coins, specifically GRT, I try to keep to higher time frames because it's all over the place. So I do think ultimately we've come down to an A wave, right about 34 cents. We had an expanded flat for a B wave. And then we started getting something actually kind of clean, right? We started getting a nice 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 started getting a little funky, and we get our 5. So we get our third. Now at this point, I'm sitting back going, oh, fantastic. And we're going to get a fourth wave here, something kind of small, and then we're going to get a fifth wave that's going to put an end to this. I was hoping for just something, maybe like this, and that would have been the end of it. But obviously the market's had other things, other demands. So I think we've done another expanded flat, an ABC. We get our 4. We finish with the diag here. Now, unfortunately, the fifth here, as you can see, has basically started to expand. Expand quite heavily. I'm hesitant to say that this entire move is a triple zigzag. The size of this move here so far is not being compared to any move down this whole entire way. So I'm still having to stick with a W, X, and a Y. The job of the Y is to be big, is to be powerful. It's meant to really create some distance. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to say that this fifth is extending. So at this point, coming off of our 4 at 15 cents, we see our 1, another expanded flat in for our 2. We get another 1, we get another 2, we get another 1, we get another 2. And the reason why I'm calling this a 2 rather than 4 is because of its size. It's enormous. It comes way back up here. Then we finally get our dive. We get our dive. We get a zigzag with a triangle for the B wave. And get our C. A little bit of a muted C. I would have liked to see that come up a little bit more. But it's there. We don't overlap where this wave 1 is for the 4. So we're okay. We can see that if this is our 2, this is our 4. There's the 382 and the 50, right where I would expect a 4. And now I'm waiting for this fifth to finish, and I want to see it right here. This is a fifth of the third. That's what I'd like to see. 1, 2, we're kind of hanging around. I don't think that this is the third finish, and frankly, it could even come further down to here. But I just don't see how that's going to happen. Oh, I'm in log. That's why all the fibs are screwy. I don't normally use log for fibs because I don't think they work all that great. I can also measure it this way. Yeah, that's how I was measuring it. Right there. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for parity between the 1 and the 5. Okay. Then I think what's going to happen is the fourth is going to come up, get tangled up into this area. The 4 likes to return to the position of the previous degrees wave 4. Well, this is the previous degrees wave 4. So we can also basically say 32 is way up here. I just don't see that we're going to get that. Not unless Bitcoin decides it's going to make a run for, for high prices. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to get some other kind of muted 4. And we're going to come down here for our fifth, of our C, of our Y. Probably somewhere around 3 cents, 3.5 cents is where I'm expecting it. Now, this move, frankly, guys, it is such slop. It's kind of a guess. As far as the way it looks, its measurements, I mean, that's kind of what I'm going by right now. Certainly don't think Bitcoin is ready to moon or anything like that. Maybe I'll do a quick video on Bitcoin here tonight too. I have decided I'm going to split up the videos. I'm not going to combine Bitcoin, Ethereum, GRT, Flux, Link, any of the ones that I look at. I'm not going to combine them. Just going to keep them to one video, so that way you're not having to waste your time going through videos and stuff you don't want to see if you're not interested in the coin. So out here on the weekly time frame, as far as our RSI, ultimate RSI here, we're not really seeing much help. We're just down here at the bottom. We've got a hair of bullish divergence that we kind of got, but I mean, I still don't think that we're complete. I would love to see the RSI come up, for this 4 here. Like if we could get this move up here, RSI comes up. Let's say the RSI comes up something like this. I would love to see this on the weekly. Say RSI came up for the 4 and then came down for the 5th. And by the time we get the 5th, the RSI doesn't come any lower. That would give us some good bullish divergence in the weekly, maybe even the monthly. And then we could start making a run. Maybe then it's time for this madness to be over with. We'll see. I do like how on the bull trading Elliott Wave Oscillator, we are definitely showing some momentum to the upside. Definitely like seeing this. It means we should go green at some point. And on the weekly, that means something to me. Monthly, there's really no help on the monthly with any indicators. GRT just doesn't have enough information, enough history. I do think one of these, or GRT could be one of those that will surprise everybody when the time comes. So, yeah, Bollinger Bands, again. Notice how the Bollinger Bands down here we're just sliding right down it. Notice where this 5th is coming into play, where I want the 5th. Notice it's coming in right here. That's exactly where I want the 5th. These Bollinger Bands will probably start to tighten up some. We get our 4th here, and then we'll drop for our 5th again. It's what I'm hoping happens anyways. I'll probably buy a little bit more when we get here, and then one more final cost average buy when we get down there. So, not many other indicators give much help at this point. So, anyway, if you've got any questions, comments, feel free to put them in the chat here, or leave me a message here and on YouTube, and I'll give you a response. So, but stay tuned. I'm going to pull up an ETH BTC video here in a little bit and see what that has to say. Take care, guys.